Hi there and welcome to another video. I am Raluca and today I am trying the viral Y2k makeup that is trending again, of course. This is a makeup from the year 2000 and something, probably early 21st century. The models that I have in mind are Pamela Anderson, for instance. Also Christina Aguilera was huge on this style back then. And this is my version of the look. This iconic light blue eyeshadow. I made my brows as skinny as I possibly could. Very in your face highlighter on the brow bone and the contrast on the lips. I very much love how this came out, and if you want to see how I did it, just keep on watching. I'm gonna apply a little bit of face primer so it has time to absorb until I do the rest of the things, the brows and the eyes. I'm using the face glue from NYX. Nice one, hydrating. I'm gonna apply a matte foundation, so I need some sort of a hydrating base because my skin tends to be a little drier. Blending that in with my hands. I think I applied a little too much, but anyway, it's gonna have time to absorb, it's fine. Okay, now brows. I'm gonna have a pretty hard time because my brows are pretty thick and I'm not gonna tweeze them just for this look. I need that thin skinny brow today. I am gonna try to make them look as thin as possible without tweezing them, of course. First I'm going to fill them in with this Maybelline Express brow in the shade Blonde. I'm just gonna fill in the middle because I don't want to emphasize the rest of the brow. I think that already makes them look a little bit thinner, doesn't it? Because you emphasize the center of the brow and kind of make it look like that's your entire brow. Oh my god, I remember I used to tweeze my brows so thinly when I was in my teenage years, because that was the trend. And I'm gonna emphasize on this effect with clear brow gel. I'm gonna try to comb the hairs in a way that, again, makes them look a little more together, compressed in a way. I'm gonna comb the brows outwards, trying to flatten them a little bit so they look thinner. So usually I brush them upwards to make them look a little bit fluffier. Today I'm gonna brush them towards my temples, sort of trying to flatten them so they don't look as full. Making sure that no hairs are poking outwards, so this, for example, I will try to flatten it. What I think I'm gonna do is apply a little bit of concealer to, again, define this and sort of try to hide the edges a little bit. Taking my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Modern Concealer on a flat concealer brush and tracing a contour around the brow to try to define the middle of the brow and sort of hide the edges. That's gonna make it look a little bit skinnier. I'm also gonna prime my lids while I'm at it. And I'm gonna conceal the top part as well. Oh my god, this is nostalgic almost. Okay, so that is a little before and after. Is the best I can do. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to improvise a little bit on the lid shade. I'm gonna do some sort of a transition first, and I'm gonna go for a gray shade. I have here the Fusion Euphoria palette. I'm gonna go for this light gray in the palette. I don't want this to be too strong. I'm gonna really tap off the excess from my brush so I don't have a lot of product on it. And with very large circular motions, I'm gonna place this on the outer corner and crease area. Be fearless with it, go as high as you need. You can almost touch your brow with this color. This is how eyeshadow was done back then, so it's fine. And then I'm gonna pick up a light blue shade. I have one in my NikkieTutorials palette. This is the shade Plot Twist. And tapping motions, I'm gonna place this all over my lid. Ah, this is so good. This is exactly what I need, this light, very light blue shade. Sort of sky blue that's gonna get lost in the gray. You need some sort of a grayish blue shade. Definitely cool tone and preferably matte. And with the previous brush, I'm just gonna blend the edges a little bit. This is perfect. I'm in love with it. Now, an absolute must, eyeliner all over the lash line. And I'm gonna go for this pencil by NYX. It's the Epic Wear Eyeliner Stick, the black one. And I'm gonna apply this all over my lash line, close to the base of my lashes. And I'm also gonna apply it underneath my lashes, tight lining. For now, leaving it like this, because I need to smudge it with a pencil brush or any small dense brush that you have. It's just because I want it to be a little bit more faded, not so precise. The smudged look is a little bit sexier, I guess, in my opinion. I'm gonna want a little bit of a wing as well, so a little extension with the pencil. Doesn't have to be perfect because again we're going to smudge it with the brush. And this kind of a brush is very useful because you can create the tail, I guess, of the wing. You can keep it pretty thin because the tip of the brush is pretty thin. But what you can also use is this kind of a brush, an angle brush that you can use to extend the tail of the liner. I think I extended this a little too much. It's okay. Adding a little bit more at the base because it looks a little too faded there. And again, blending. I'm gonna set this liner with a little bit of black eyeshadow. You can use any, mine is from the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette in the shade or style Festival. Any black eyeshadow in your collection will do. I'm doing this because of course it intensifies the black, as well as it makes the pencil a little bit more long lasting because you have a powder finish, not a cream finish of the pencil. This adds an extra layer of longevity, I guess. I'm simply using the same brush, the pencil brush that I used to smudge the pencil. Okay, finally foundation. My primer had plenty of time to marinate into my skin. I'm gonna use the Maybelline 30 Hour Lumi Matte Foundation. This is a newer launch. I'm gonna mix two shades though because I don't have a shade that's perfectly right for me. I'm gonna mix the shades 98 and 119. I'm gonna do half-half. Mix, mix, mix. I'm using this one because it's more on the matte side. I do want my skin to be matte today for this look, but I didn't wash my sponge. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully this did not dry out. It seems to be blending just fine. Until I actually look closer, probably. Let me do a little bit of that. For concealer, I'm going to use the same that I used to prime my lids. Not applying a lot because this is very high coverage. You definitely don't need a lot of product with this one. And I'm going to blend it in using the same sponge. Carefully, not to go over the eyeshadow. Powder to set my concealer and also to mattify my skin even more. This is the Porefessional powder by Benefit. I'm gonna use a small brush to set my under eyes, making sure there are no creases, and then stamping the powder, looking up, or like stretching my under eyes like that, making sure they're smooth to set very well. And then I'm gonna pick up a bigger brush with a little bit of powder and set the rest of my face. As bronzer and blush, I'm gonna use these two from NYX Buttermelt Bronzer and the Buttermelt Blush. I'm gonna use the shade Buttercup on the bronzer. These are very pigmented products. You have to be really careful on how you use them. This is why for the bronzer I can safely use the lightest shade, and it's fine because it's very pigmented, as you can see. And I'm gonna bronze underneath my cheekbone, jawline, and underneath, or like top of the nose. That's pretty. Then I'm gonna go for this pink, very pink blush, which is the shade My Buttercup. Very careful with this one. It's extremely pigmented. I'm gonna wipe my brush like that a little bit before applying it to my face. Very pretty and not too in your face, because I'm not looking to be very blushy today. I can now go back to my eyes to do the lower lash line. And I'm gonna line my waterline with the black pencil from NYX. And do the little smudgy smudge situation. And then I think I'm gonna go for the gray to create a bit of a blend. The same gray that I used in my crease. I'm gonna apply some mascara, but first I'm gonna curl my lashes. And I'm gonna go for the Badgal Bang from Benefit, because this is pretty dramatic. And I want my lashes to be dramatic today. I want to do one more thing to my eyes, and that is to highlight my inner corner and brow bone with a very light shimmer. And this is the Juvia's Place Festival palette. It has this whitish shimmer that I think will work perfectly. I want it to be just as light as possible, to be very obvious. And this is gonna go on my brow bone as well. Oh, this is perfect. It added such a nice touch to the look. I hope I won't regret my lip choice. But I'm gonna line my lips with the lifter liner from Maybelline in the shade Cross the Line, which is a very dark brown. And I'm gonna try to create that contrast with the lip. So let's see how that goes. Though I'm gonna have to create that contrast with the lip shade, I can't help it, but to blend the edges a little bit. Again, risky choice, but before the gloss I'm gonna apply a little bit of matte lipstick from L'Oreal, and this is the Matte Resistance in the shade Breakfast in Bed. A cool toned, light pink nude. Blending it out a bit. Kind of going somewhere. I just hope that the gloss will blend it together a little bit better. And the gloss that I'm gonna go for is from Maybelline, the Lifter Gloss in the shade Stone. Okay. Yeah, it kind of works. I'm starting to feel this. Yes, this is perfect. And that is all for me for today. This is the finished look. I absolutely love how it came out. It's like going back in time. And actually, I think it's really sexy even nowadays. I don't think I ever wore anything like this, so this is also surprising to me. Anyway, let me know what you think and if you've tried this look, and also if you tried it back then. I was a little too young when this was trending, but I do remember my mom wearing light blue eyeshadow like this. So yeah, very cool, very trendy. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm gonna head out. I wish you have a very beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!